Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 227 leaks are finally here after 1 week break, so today in this video I'm going to discuss about the leaks, but before starting make sure to subscribe to my channel and like a video, and with that said let's hop right in the video. In previous chapter we saw Gojo healed his slash neck using reverse curse technique and tried to get out of Sukuna's domain, but Sukuna started fighting Gojo and never intends to let him leave. During fight Gojo also came to the conclusion that the center of the domain isn't Sukuna but the shrine. Gojo started using simple domain to fight Sukuna. At the end of the chapter we saw Gojo recovering his curse energy using reverse curse technique. He hugs Sukuna and blasts him using red at point blank range. Sukuna was damaged and Gojo healed himself and chapter ended. This chapter starts with where it left off. This chapter starts with Kusakabe not understanding the mechanism behind healing the burnt out curse technique through reverse curse technique. We see Yuta explaining that it's not impossible since Gojo just showed it, but usually it's like engine getting overheated, one has to wait until it's cooled down to reuse. Hearing what Yuta said, Maki says reverse curse technique can fix but can't cool down, right? Yuta says that's what he thought till now, but his understanding was not enough, but Yuta starts to worry that Gojo might be doing something really overwhelming task right now. Scene then switches to Sukuna and Gojo. Sukuna once again uses Malevolent Shrine but expands it to its full extent, and Gojo too opens his domain again. While Kusakabe shouts at Gojo saying, "Are you stupid? What are you thinking?" Everyone is wondering why Gojo is doing the same thing again. What is he thinking? Ino wonders if Gojo is trying to repeat the same thing again, but Shoko rebutes him saying Gojo isn't such a softie. Haguruma notices that Gojo has switched the conditions of the inside and outside of the domain. This means that outcome this time will be different than before. This time Gojo's barrier is now strong against the attacks from the outside. Kusakabe whines, wondering how can Gojo switch up the conditions of the domain so easily. Everyone is so happy thinking Gojo can now change the outcome, but Sukuna's punches starts to land on Gojo. Sukuna can use domain amplification simultaneously while using domain expansion. Gojo is like, who cares, but he then realizes that Sukuna must hit effect from the shrine also seems to turned off. After that we see Kenny. Kenny explained that the people who doesn't get affected by Gojo's infinite void are Gojo himself and the person he is touching. Sukuna kept in touch with Gojo to survive the sure hit effect of void and got rid of his short hit effect inside the domain to enhance attack power outside Gojo's domain. Now, in the next page comes a big nightmare for Gojo fans. We see that Gojo once again loses the domain battle against Sukuna. Yuji wonders why, and Kusakabe realizes Sukuna might also have changed the conditions of domain like Gojo. Kashimo comes forward and says if Gojo dies he's really going to go out and fight Sukuna, but to everyone's surprise Sukuna sure hit effect slashes aren't too deep this time around. Kusakabe tells everyone that it's because of Falling Blossom Emotion, a secret anti-domain technique passed down in Big Three families. Gojo tells Sukuna he had learned it when he was a kid but hadn't used it so far. Gojo once again uses his domain expansion, but this time he expands it very largely. Kashimo says Gojo's doing it to cover Sukuna's range. Haguruma says although it won't be destroyed from outside it's useless if he loses inside, but contrary to everyone's expectations Gojo shrinks his domain range to the size of Lil Ball. Everyone is so shocked to see this, they don't know what happened. What happened to Gojo and Sukuna inside the domain? Find out next week because there is no break next week. Thanks for watching, subscribe, leave a like, and with that said let's hop right in the video.